Today and tomorrow we're talking about prefixes and suffixes. Our main focus today will be prefixes. Prefixes and suffixes are added to words called base words to change their meaning. Now, let me explain what that means. If I have a word like tie, like tie my shoes, tie. That's my base word, okay? That means my regular word. It's called a base word. Base, okay? Base word. If I add a prefix, prefix means before, so I'm going to put it before the word, prefix, okay? If I add prefix, un, and un means not. We're going to talk about that in just a second. Then my word changes the meaning. It means my shoe is then untied. Means it's not tied. So if it's like this, it's just tie. Yes, it's tied. But as soon as you add the prefix, it changes it to not tied, which is the opposite of tied. Okay, so that's what we're talking about today. Now, prefixes and suffixes, like I said, they change the meaning of the word. But we need to know, what do the prefixes and the suffixes, what do they mean? How did I know that un means not? Well, you have to learn. So now we're going to focus on some commonly used prefixes, okay? And like I said, a prefix is where you have a base word and you just add it on to make a new word, okay? So my base word, my prefix together makes a new word. So one of the first ones that's very important, that's very common, that you've heard before, is re. Means again. Like if Reardon says that you need to retest for your spelling test, that means you need to take it again. Okay? Re means again. So if I say retest, what was my base word? That means my regular word. It was test, because re is not a whole word. Re is just a part of a word. So retest becomes retest together. So that means re, again, test. So that means on Friday, if you failed your spelling test and you have to retest, that means you have to do it again. Test again. See the meaning? It changed. Okay? Another one that's important that I've already talked about is un. Un means not. So if your shoe, like I said, is untied, that means it's not tied. So you need to retie it. Do it again. Okay, so un means not. Re means again. I also have kind of talked about pre. Pre means before. So if Reardon says you need to study pre-test, means before your test. Okay? So my prefix would be pre. My base word is test. So my new word becomes pretest. Which means before test. Okay? We're also going to practice some more of these in just a minute. So don't worry if you don't quite understand right now. Another one is under. You know what under it means. It means below something. Under. So if I have a word that starts with under, I'm talking about something that's below. It's on the bottom. Okay? Under. Another one is miss. Sometimes we misunderstand. Means oops. Miss means wrong. Okay? Burden says you go down the hall and you sit down in your chair, you misunderstand. Means I was wrong. Okay? Last one that we're going to talk about is dis. Just like un, it means not. And that's okay. You can have more than one prefix mean the same thing. So disagree would means we do not agree. If Rudin says, today is Friday, you say, no, it's Monday. You disagree with me. Means you do not agree with what I said. Okay? So we're going to practice now.